Hey beautiful people, hope we're all well. I have been pulling some cards, and usually I pull the cards during filming. However, today I've done it a little bit different. I've pulled some cards now to see what needs shared. And then I will continue to pull more cards as we move through the reading. So I did my usual, did a little meditation beforehand. Had to see what was coming through. And I kept hearing Fatboy Slim, praise you. We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I got to praise you like I should. And I didn't understand why this was coming through until I pulled these cards. I also got contract lifetimes with someone. And I seen the meme of the Spider-Man meme, and they're all like this and they're pointing at each other and they're all the same. I seen that as well. There was a beep outside there. Confirmation. And it's almost like you're pointing at all these people. It's like, wait, it was you, but we're all the same. Okay. And I'm getting with this, it's linked to ancestry and your roots and a connection to your ancestors. So very, very interesting. I'm gonna run through the cards that we got, and I'm gonna talk you through it. We'll pull some more clarifying cards. We'll see what wants to come through. But the first card we got was Rhodiola. And when I pulled this, I kept hearing the song Roots. I can't remember, I don't know if it's called I've Got No Roots. I can't remember how it goes. But I just kept hearing Roots. And this is the golden root. And I kept feeling like what you can't see. Now, that looks kind of like a, what's it called? It looks a bit like a nettle, right? Or plants that maybe people would look at and go, oh, let's get rid of them. But they're actually, they have a lot, nettles have amazing qualities that people actually forget to give them acknowledgement for. So often we get rid of them, weeds and nettles and things like that, but they are incredible plants. Okay, this plant has many uses, but what really drew to me was the unicorn, of course, and that's a Scottish national animal, if you didn't know that, which is very interesting. I think of all the national animals in the world, this is one that's considered, you know, a mystical animal. According, I mean, they've been acknowledged throughout history in so many cultures, and apparently they never existed, but who knows, right? Who knows? Anyway, this is a magical being, okay? They represent magic, wisdom, clarity. They're very strong, bright and vibrant, and they're intelligent. Purity and fierce intuition. They're connected with their horn to the divine, okay? The horn comes out here, and the reason I'm saying that is because it reflects on one of the other cards. But obviously I kept feeling rooted. Now there's stuff that you can't see yet in your roots. So your roots are obviously your ancestors, where you come from, right? And there's magic within that is wanting to come through. So through our bloodline, we are connected to all of our ancestors through our DNA, right? And we especially connect with them through culture, okay? And there is a call to connect, and this could mean traveling to a place where your ancestry is linked to. I'm gonna come maybe further down here. Is that too close? I don't know, I feel a bit weird up there. No, I can't sit properly. I'm going to start a proper setup eventually. But right now this is going to have to do. But you're being called to connect to your roots. And when we connect to our roots, it's not always comfortable, okay? Because when we're looking back at our roots and our DNA, our ancestry, or even our family history, a lot of darker stuff can come up. But that is, to sift through that, rather, don't know why I said safe, to sift through that, we can find and unearth some gems. So the next card that came out was the lower world, okay? Now, look at this beautiful, right? The longer you look at this card, the more comes up. I'm going to put it right up here because there's a lot comes through when I looked at this. And the lower world is when it's connected to ancestry, but also when we reach down into the depths of ourselves to unearth hidden knowledge, our gifts, to unearth the parts of ourselves that we need to bring forth into the world. Okay? So there is a call to be more grounded as well. That maybe means connecting with nature, going out, putting your feet on the ground, connecting to the root of it. Okay? Getting to the root cause, I'm hearing. Then this came out, and now look at her head. That is a unicorn horn if ever I seen one, right? You are the magic, okay? The word was written, she's crying. There's a lot of pain with going through that, going through the depths, but she is gone through all those depths to get those little nuggets, those little keys of knowledge. The word wants to be written. There's something, and the gem, the hidden gem, okay? There's the gem with all the crap around it, the digging, right? There is something that whoever this is for, there is something within you that needs shared. And it's not, you feel like you need to share something, but it's not just coming from you and your ego and, oh, I like that thing, I want to do it. It's coming from a very long line of ancestors and spirit energy that have done this before. And it's also coming from the divine, because you've got the upper world. So you have the lower world and upper world here. The fact these two came out, and look how many cards there are. These two came out. You have both energies, and you need to connect to both energies. You have to connect to the earthly realm, the lower world, and the upper realms, the heavenly realms, the spirit realm. I keep hearing that song, Roots. But there's a hidden gem here. There is something, there is a gift that is coming. There is something hidden and you don't see it. You might be clouded right now. There might be a lot going on. You're really stressed, really upset. You're maybe not feeling great. And here there's two mountains. It's between the two mountains, the two. And I'm thinking, right, okay, this is crazy. I don't know if you've ever played Hogwarts Legacy. Now, my brother loves this game and I played it with him when I was going through a really shit time. And I always think it's really, really nice to connect to when you're going through a bit of a shit time on the earth and like your worldly matters and your life matters are feeling like you're feeling a bit crap, to like read some fantasy or like watch some fantastical film or just look at watch something magical, right? And it connects to your inner child. But I am thinking like, so in this game, the further you go in this game, you can like fly your broom and all that, and you can explore, the map gets bigger. And I'm seeing in my mind, and I don't know why I'm thinking of this, it's like this is so silly. Flying, right? You're flying, and then you find this patch of grass or a little hidden area over this whole map, and you find this unicorn, and it's like this magical being. I don't know where this is coming through. It must be for a reason. And you find this thing, and it's like, whoa, like, I got it, I found it. It's what I've been looking for. Interesting. Interesting. So let's see. What else wants to come through? Oh, okay. Bring love into the situation. Jeez. Okay, there's 9 of Swords. Oh, interesting. Okay, right. Funny. I'll show you these cards in a minute. That's not right. So, Nine of Swords, which is anxiety, it's fear, it's feeling like shit, okay? And you may be feeling that right now. But here, look at this, right? And then look at this card. There is a spiritual energy. It can be angelic energy. It's some sort of spiritual energy that is coming in and helping you with all these dark thoughts. And there might be a lot, you might be struggling to sleep. Now, see, I'm not gonna lie, I've been really struggling to sleep at the minute. There's a lot, and I think there is a lot of doubt in your mind. There's a lot of stress. Maybe your mind is filled with a lot of gunk, and you need to do a lot of clearing out. Because, okay, interesting. Because when everything is so gunky in here, we find it hard to see the light, but it's powerful. So you're going to need to clear that. And knowing that we have the ability to clear our mind and we have the power to do so is very healing. I'm hearing Shake It Out. It's Always Darkest Before the Dawn by Florence, Shake It Out by Florence Machine. So, right, there's a certain amount of anxiety here. Now, you've got New Moon Aquarius, bring love into the situation. Okay, and for me, that's like, there is this spiritual energy that is coming to help cleanse, because there's water coming out here. It's like gonna cleanse this dark night of the soul energy that you're going through. Haha. Okay, the Council, that's funny. I just pulled that out. So remembering that to ask for help when you're going through that is very important. So Queen of Pentacles, I got this like motherly energy. This could be an ancestor. It could be just someone coming to help you. A woman, a feminine, strong, motherly figure who's coming to help you. But look at this forest that I was talking about. It's like through the exploring of that darkness, right, going into the darker parts of ourselves, exploring the depths of ourselves, we come across this version of ourselves, maybe, or this ancestor energy, or this being who's holding this coin, like, look what I have for you. This was within you all along. Page of Pentacles. And you're given this gift. You're given this thing. She's rooted in the ground. Look, I was thinking roots. Bringing it into form. And that looks very, I don't know why, but very similar. Okay, look. There in the roots and there in the roots. It's like you're bringing this thing into form, and it's going to be a new learning curve. She's found this patch of land, look, in the trees, right? And if you've played Hogwarts Legacy, you'll know exactly. Sorry, my camera cut off there. So, where was I? Page of Pentacles. It's like you'll be offered something by this Queen of Pentacles energy. This gift that's going to help weave and change your reality. Okay? Then we got focus on the light. Okay? And she's found this gift. Look, she's like, whoa, here it is. Here's the forest again. And it's something really magical. She's gone through that searching, that darting out the soul, the lower worlds, to find this light. Okay, this gift. Right? And it's magical. So, I kept hearing diamond in the rough. It's like you can't find, sometimes to find something really special, you have to go through, like, to really, really look for it, to find it. But I'm not getting it. It's like you're searching of, like, I'm looking for this thing. It's like I'm going through this experience, and then this magic, it comes to me. Okay? So, what is this gift? What is it? Intuition. Funny. Intuition, the bat and the hellbore. Wisdom. Intuition and wisdom came out. Okay. It's something that is, it's something that's going to open your mind. Something that's going to, like, it's, yeah. A superpower, really. We all have intuition and innate wisdom within us. It's about turning it on and looking for it, and connecting to it. Like, you might start remembering and doing things. You're like, wait, what the hell? How did I know to do this? You know, connecting to that magic is really quite enjoyable. And you may want to, like, visit breakthrough, an awakening, breakthrough of the mind, because the swords is the mind. And look at the hand coming from the divine. It's like, here's your sword. So you may want to go, say you're from, I don't know, somewhere else, where you're living. You may want to go and travel to where you are from to connect to that part of yourself. You may also want to connect to your ancestors a bit more. Talk to that if you want to do some, like, ancestor work, that you can speak to them, get some pictures of them, give them things that they like, just chat to them like they're there, keep their memory alive. But yeah, there's something within you that's always been, but you're waking up to it, basically. Here's a mountain again. And in this mountain, it's like, look what's underneath. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Okay. It's in your roots. Be immovable like a mountain. That's a bit nicer. I need to get a better background, not gonna lie. So, what else, Spirit? What else do you need the collective to know? I'm seeing cliffs for some reason. And I'm like thinking of this place we used to go on holiday to Menorca with my family, and these cliffs over the sea. So you might want to like, maybe you're being called to connect more to the natural world. You might also be you're unlocking the magic within, and look, she's got this cup. She's like, look what I've got for you. Where's this? She's like, here. It's here. Here it is. Drink the cup. And when I've seen that, so wisdom and intuition, I watched a reading recently, and the woman was talking about vampires and bats sucking the blood, and it's like, you may be able to feel more of when like seeing the truth a bit more, i.e. like people in your life who are maybe sucking your energy, and you didn't see that part of them before, and now you're like, oh wait, crap, the masks come off. Like you can feel the energy pulls, or you can see them. It's like things in the world are becoming a lot more seen. The unseen is becoming more seen, basically. Oh, shape-shifting. Interesting. That just came up. It's like, yeah, things are shifting around you. It's like you're starting to see the truth. Like the way you viewed something before is changing. I want to read from that book, The Magic Guardian. But it's a magic guardian. It's yeah. And I said you're getting given this gift, this magic. Stop looking outside yourself and recognise that you have incredible power within. So that's that lower world. That's that looking within. And that's kind of Nine of Swords, but she's letting her mind kind of run riot. But it's like, it's kind of Dark Night of the Soul vibe, which is necessary. Magic with a K is the energy of the universe that allows you to manifest and create through the direction and power of your will. It changes according to your frequency. The Magic Guardian is a representation of the angel of magic who helps you direct your will to bring something into creation. The word wants to be written. She is the angel who swirls around shamans and wise ones when they are calling on the energy of magic to help with them manifest something that will be healing and supportive for their path. She's the angel of all magic that is directed for the highest good of whoever is working with it. You are the magic, you are the answer, you have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognise that all you are looking for is already within. The word wants to be written, it's already within you. You're a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and your will and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you're being guided to recognise now. So you may have, there's something within you that wants to be shared. Something needs to be shared from the heart. There's strength and vulnerability. But there's definitely a strong feminine, funny up, the father came out. There's a strong feminine energy or strong guide around whoever's watching this, whoever this message is for. You might be dreaming of this. Yeah, the unseen. Here we go, there's clarifying card. You don't, there is someone in those realms that's helping you out right now. Could be an ancestor, a grandmother. Maybe you're dreaming of them. It could be a mother, it could be someone you don't even know, or it just be like a guide. But there's someone that's you don't see with your human eye. But also the unseen, it's like you're maybe going to start seeing the unseen. It's going to start coming clear to you. Spirit, the ancestor, the eternal, literally. The ancestor. Okay. I'm going to read this. The unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us watching and waiting with wisdom, both kind and instructive. You could feel it. You could feel this presence. And be a bit freaked out by it. Don't be. It's loving, because you've got to bring love into the situation. It's a loving energy. We feel its presence, sense it, intuit it, and then doubt its existence, though it rallies our attention time and time again. The energy of the unseen may come in many forms. A compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision or a message, which is also this, a breakthrough. That's like the Ace of Swords, which is like a message, insight, a vision, okay? A vision or a message from a loved one who has passed to the other side. It is natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what's real. When this card appears, your guides are near. The eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen, the sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. The lower world, your innermost chambers. And maybe giving you anxiety. Nine of Swords, might be kind of freaked out by it, but don't be. Don't be scared. So what else, Spirit? What else did the collective need to know? What else? Intelligence, the crow. Well, 2 minutes. Look. Here's that crow. Intelligence. Follow the voice of your soul. So, intelligence. And you've got the squirrel and the chestnut, preparation. You have the antelope and wheat, nourishment. You have the otter and cattail, peace. Bear with me a second while I okay, there's a call for you to prepare your body, okay, because I've got nourishment here and preparation, and I'm thinking of like collecting, like a squirrel collecting things, right? And you may have collected different knowledge here and there as your journey has gone, and it's like time to nourish your mind and your body with that knowledge that you've learned. So it's like a lot of your beliefs, you may not be carrying them out into your life. So it's like you may think and believe something, but actually your actions are not aligned with your beliefs. So it's like trying to bring that into form more, rather than fragmenting yourself. Don't know why this is coming through. And that's how you find the energy of peace. That's for someone. So, because this came out, what do you feel? This or this? She's like, do I go with this or do I go with this? It's like, how does your body feel? Like, are you, I feel like you know this within you, but maybe there's, you're making maybe poor life choices, lifestyle choices. It's maybe not the best for you. You maybe need to veer off in a new direction. Be fearless and stand strong. Okay. Trust and thrive. The devil. Okay. Literally, this is desire, and this is temptation, and this is addiction. It can be all sorts of things. And there's Queen of Pentacles again. It's like, interesting. Trust and thrive. Be fearless and stand strong. So be fearless against that energy. So when the devil energy comes into play, like, we may get a lot of our fears and stuff come through, but it's whether or not we allow it to take over. It's like, be this warrior and just go, nah, I'm not taking this. And the stag, he's grounded in the earth, but also his horns, antlers, he's connected to the divine. It's like being grounded within that self, being connected to that knowledge and those roots. And they're very regal, beautiful creatures. But yeah, there's an element of not succumbing to that darkness, in a sense that it'll make you make poor choices. Bringing balance. Six of Pentacles. No, these don't feel correct. These cards, I swear, these, like, the only reason these just don't feel right now. They don't match the energy of the cards. But the devil needed to come out in there, which is funny because it's like that energy is not welcome in this new version of yourself. Okay, interesting. Sometimes these readings make me laugh. Like, I know some people might watch these and think there's a method to this madness, I'm sure. No, I don't need any more cards right now. I brought this out. Spiritual wisdom from the Celtic world. Now, interesting. Celtic. The Triskeli, I think it's called, that symbol. I also have Celtic ancestry because I'm from Scotland and Ireland. So this is my roots. But you may also be called towards looking at Celtic. My brain just went blank. You may be called towards stuff that is in, oh my god, I can't speak. Just something like this book, Celtic culture, just looking back in your ancestry, essentially, is what I'm meaning. But you may, like, Scotland and Ireland may pique your interest. They are magical places, because you also got the unicorn, which is the national animal of Scotland. So that culture may be something you're very interested in. You may be called to those lands. You may be called to going further north, if you already are in Scotland, say, or over to Ireland, whatever. Anyway, this book is beautiful. I got this from a charity shop in the spiritual section, and honestly, I found some absolute gems in that place. what I'm going to do is open this at a random page and share what needs to be shared, because I absolutely love doing that, and some amazing stuff comes through. I'm also feeling you are protected, by the way. Like, when you connect to your ancestry, it's like this, like, you've got some protection around you. Anyway, what do I need to share from this book? Okay. The Celtic reverence for the day. Celtic spirituality has a great sense of the significance of each day, how the new day is sacred. The Celts never entered the day with a repetitious, deadening perspective. They took each day as a new beginning. Okay, let me show you these cards in a minute. And I know, yeah. They took each day as a new beginning. There's a lovely Celtic prayer which articulates this sense of the day as a gift from God. A gift. Okay. The metaphor of vision suffuses the poem. There is an invocation that the human eye may bless all it sees, and that God's vision may guard and guide the day. The day is understood as a time of reflexive blessing which embraces God, self, others, and nature. God bless to me the new day. Never vouchsafed. I have never read that word in my life. Vouchsafed. Vouchsafed. Vouchsafed to me before. It is to bless thy own presence thou hast given triumph, God. Bless thou to me mine eye. May mine eye bless all it sees. I will bless my neighbour, may my neighbour bless me. God, give me a clean heart, let me not from sight of thine eye. Bless to me my children and my wife, and bless to me my means and cattle. For the Celtic person, the new day was lived amidst nature. It's easy to have a creative sense of the day when you live in the presence of the great divinity called nature. Okay? For the Celtic people, nature was not matter, rather it was a luminous and numinous presence, which had depth, possibility and beauty. There's also a beautiful invocation of the day in the ancient poem called The Deer's Cry. I arise today through God's strength to direct me, God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's eye to look before, God's ear to hear me, God's word to speak to me, God's hand to guard me, God's way to lie before me, God's shield to protect me, God's host to save me from snares of devils, from temptation of vices, from everyone who shall wish me ill. Afar and anear, alone and in a multitude. This poem articulates the Celtic recognition of the omnipresence of God. The very act of awakening is recognised as a gift. At the threshold of a new day, there is no arrogance, rather a longing to praise. Did I not say praise you? That's why I channeled that at the beginning. God is pictured in sensuous detail as the divine Anam Cara. At every moment and in every situation, God is the intimate, attentive and encouraging friend. So that upper world, that godlike energy, this guide, that whoa, so much came through there. So much was linked with what I said. So, okay. The Celts never entered the day with a repetitious, deadening perspective. That is the Nine of Swords, okay? And she, like you can see in the back, there's a bed frame and it's like the light of the morning, coming in, seeing a new day, focusing on the light, okay? Whatever's happened and whatever darkness you've kind of gone through, it's like it's there to teach you something, but it's not something to take into this new day. I also feel very called. I'm gonna take a photo of this and I'll share it on my YouTube page. I think I can do that on a post. but you're being called to connect with that divine energy, asking for protection is going to help, and doing prayer or divine connection every day is going to help, because remember the devil card came out. That was, I'm like blown away by that, to be honest. Just get this book. Right, with these books, there's another one, it's called The Art of Belonging, same guy, and I ask a question, open it up at a random page, and the insights are just incredible. But there's an awakening happening here, a connection. That is beautiful. Last one. Surrender to the divine. And that's what it is. It's like, when we forget that there is that divine energy that is accessible and there to help us every day. It's within our ancestry, it's within our spirit team, our angels, our guides, God, the divine, if you want to. People get all hell-bent on what to call it, but it's the connection to the divine architect. It's the connection to the all that is, and nature, and everything that is sacred. That's essentially what it is. And see, when you surrender to it and try not to control the situation too much, and just know that what your divine path is, and where you're feeling called to go and what to do, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, I know I say that every time, that's been put in your heart for a reason. There is a reason for everything and everyone. It's not a mistake. And it's within the heart. It's when you connect to that heart. When we're disconnected from that heart, we're disconnected from our roots, and we're disconnected from the divine, that devil energy, that temptation, that sucks on that. That takes us off and veers us off on the wrong, on another direction. But there's also healing within that, and in the discovery and pulling yourself off that path. Whoa. I don't know how to end this, to be honest, because okay, right, many paths. And it's funny because I was looking up and I seen lots of planes, and they're all going and veering off in different directions, and it's like, there's a heart here, it looks like a labyrinth, but it's like, there is many paths towards. So if you're veer off that path, like, the divine's gonna like put you back on course, like, and it'll be easier for you to understand and know those calls when you're more connected to yourself, to your heart, to your roots, to the divine, to the sacred, okay? And that is nature. That is nature. Okay, like, our minds are so full of shit in this modern day and age. But that divine energy is way more powerful than all of that. Doesn't matter how many birds like it is way more powerful. Like, in the darkness, a little bit of light is so much more powerful. But in the light, if there's loads of light, you can't see darkness. Okay? There's a silhouette of a human here, of a man, which is like, to me, it's that guide. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. I can't believe this came up, because up there, right? See that thing there that's hanging up there, and that says, there's no set path, just follow your heart. And the heart is the path. Your heart is the path. That's the gift. And it's already there. It's not like you're going to be handed this gem and here you go, there's the gift. It's like, that is the gift. And it's always been there, but you've had to look, it's almost like you have to look for it and go, oh shit, there it is. That unicorn, that beautiful, divine, magical, inner knowing, intuition, energy has always been there. It's just about like creating that little ding, that little spark, that remembering. That was absolutely amazing. And I don't want to come out this energy because it's beautiful. It really is. Is there anything else you want me to share? I don't know why I feel called to this. But then the song Praise You was coming up. That's come out a few. Is that the card? I'm going to read the book. Yeah, Praise You coming out at the start of the reading. It's like that prayer. Okay, the orphan. There's a hand here. It's like, come. Orphan, it's like, in this day and age, we may feel, people, like, everyone kind of feels alone, I think. We're very separated, and we forget that there is that overall divine power that is always there. I'm going to read this out in the book. The wounded child, the abandoned, the beggar. To study, the orphan is to study the deep and challenging energy of our time. We are ever more connected, yet face collective isolation. The refugee crisis haunts our planet. Children are separated from parents, and the earth begs for our attention. We are in a time of universal orphanage of nature, of each other, of our own hearts. Take refuge in the fact that we all share this core wound and dilemma. It's normal to fear this card as it haunts the caverns of the soul. When it appears, take time, real time, to be in the presence of the feelings this card stirs in you. Let it humble you. What are you starving for? What is the deepest gift you can imagine giving to others? What has been rejected is quite possibly what is most needed, dear one. Deep solace, deep acceptance, deep love. Tenderness beyond tenderness is required. Imagine holding yourself in your hands. To recognise that each one of us fears rejection and isolation is to take one step towards the orphan. More kindness always. Access this archetype through creative acts like drawing, painting or writing. But our innate self, that divine gift, that part of us, that our true self has been abandoned, okay? And people are so fragmented and separated. It's like when we see people stepping into the light, it's like we almost give others permission to do so. That's what I'm getting from that. It's like that is a massive key and a massive thing that is missing. Because we are all connected. We're all so similar. We all have healing to do. We all have so much like connection to, we have so much trauma, okay? And Gabor Mate is an incredible man who speaks on this intensely, and he's very, very intelligent. And his view of the world, it's like the world is full of traumatized people. And really, when we start to connect to that part of ourselves and start to really do the work, like, beautiful things can happen. That's the call. And you may feel a bit of a black sheep in that, like you feel that you want to do all this work and you're unearthing a lot of this stuff, but it's for the greater good. It's for the future. It's for our future children, right? People may, like, there's a kind of disconnect. Like when we look at our parents and the generation they've come from, it's like the world wasn't as accepting as it is now, and it's like we are being called to step into the light and going, right, by stepping into the light you have to show the dark too. And it's like revealing that. I'm just rambling on and on and on, but it feels really important. heaven sent. Step into the light. Look at that. Mirroring. You have to show that wind, that like the whole that's beautiful. And I feel very like anxious after saying all that. I think it's such an intense energy, but there is a lot of beauty in that. And it's like, why am I feeling that? What is it that's making me uncomfortable? I have to look at the reasons why these things make me uncomfortable. Why all these things make us uncomfortable. Why are we abandoning ourselves? Why are we abandoning our true nature? Okay. That came out. The Mother Star. Yes. Basically, everything you've said is correct. And that's it. So that was really intense. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope this resonated for someone, because that's some beautiful energy. And I think it will resonate. That message is for everyone, really. Anything in there, for whoever watches this, like, stand in your power. Stand in that power. Because we can't lose that beauty. If you look at the way the world is, right, and where it's going, this technocratic, is that what it's called? Technocratic? I don't know, but it's like, we need to get back to our roots, get back to the natural world, just remember what's within, that there's something really beautiful within that we don't need to look externally for. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, sending lots of love. And I will post that prayer, I think, on my page, because it's beautiful, and I'm going to start doing that every morning. Because honestly, see, when you pray and you set that intention and you speak, because your voice is very powerful, magic starts to happen. It does. Anyway, lots of love, and thank